going on, pipe people? The Pipe Hunter back at you. It's still snowmageddon outside. It's still cold, but it feels a lot better than it has in the past week. And even though common sense told me not to, I really wanted to come outside and enjoy a pipe today. I don't know if it's picking up on camera. You can actually hear the ice melting in the background and icicles falling off the trees. It's nice. Still in a big cob mood. So today, pardon me, today I'm smoking my favorite cob that I have as of the moment. That's a Missouri Meerschaum Diplomat Apple Shape. And this is another one that I've had close to a decade. The blend that I'm smoking today is GL Pease, Barbary Coast. GL Pease is of course blended by GL Pease. When people hear GL Pease, myself included, we usually think about his English blends. Because nobody can make an English blend like GL Pease. Gaslight, Quiet Nights, even newer blends like Horizon Flake. So much nuance, so much flavor. I smoked Maltese Falcon for a long time when I first got into premium pipe tobacco. Of course, that was because Button Shot Piper recommended it, and I'm really glad he did. Loved that blend. After smoking quite a few of his English blends, I tried out some of his Virginia blends. And I soon realized that Greg is also a master at producing Virginias. The first one I smoked was Union Square. And as soon as I finished the first 10, I bought a few more. Just couldn't stay away from it. So good. Even as recent as last year, 2025, he introduced Ellipsis Flake. That's a Virginia blend with Oriental. Beautiful flavor. But all these blends that I've mentioned, the English, the Virginias, at least for me, they're the kind of blend I like to sit in my leather chair in the evening when the day's done, finish all the chores. The only thing I have left to do is grab a pipe, load up some tobacco, and just get lost in the experience, get lost in the flavor. That's what I think when I think GL Pease. But that's not the experience that Barbary Coast is, and that's okay. Barbary Coast is a different experience, but one that I find to be just as lovely. Barbary Coast is a Burley blend, made for all-day enjoyment. I'm sure Greg was inspired by classic codger blends of days gone by. Prince Albert, Carter Hall, Sir Walter Raleigh. Those kind of blends you didn't have to think about much. You could just load up the pipe and go. But one that fit any season, no matter the weather. any time of day, any pipe you have. Just no fuss and simple tobacco enjoyment. Usually those cadre blends have like one flavor, maybe two, and it's very consistent from the top of the bowl down. And I think that was the inspiration for this blend. An all-day, easy smoking, classic Burley style. But of course, Greg being Greg, he had to make it just a little bit more complex. Which I think is nice, because the modern day pipe smoker, even when we want something simple, I think we still want a little bit nuance, a little bit more nuance than blends of days gone by. And I still love those cadre blends, they're great. But sometimes I want something in that ballpark that has just a little bit more nuance to offer. Not a lot more, but a little bit more. Barbary Coast fits that bill. A modern day cadre blend. Simple, but still with the nuance that modern pipe smokers look for. It's a mostly cube cut with a little bit of small ribbons thrown in. I'll show you what I have. The tin I showed you is actually unopened, so what I have left of the last tin is in this. This is a pocket jar from the Briar Fellowship. Set the pipe down. Let's see if you can see this. I don't want to lose the tobacco. Very fine pieces, small ribbon, small cube cut. And I love a Burley blend like this because it's so simple. You just load up the pipe. Basically all you have to do is gravity pack it, gravity fill it, lightly pack it, is what I should say. Light it and go. And it stays lit so well. The Burley's easygoing. It's a smooth, buttery, nutty flavor. Just a hint of spice, but not too much. That kind of nutty Burley flavor that, again, you can smoke all day and never tire of. And if it stopped there, it would be just like an old school Burley blend, which again I do love. But we already have those. So Greg added a little bit more. He added a pretty good portion of Red Virginia to this. Not so much that, you know, you pick up on it and not the Burley. This is definitely Burley forward. But enough Red Virginia to really give it that sweetness. From time to time, maybe a dried cherry note or a dried cranberry. And then, and this makes me think he made this blend for me, with me in mind. Definitely with pipe smokers like me in mind. A little dash of Perique. And the Perique, it's light. It's just seasoned with Perique. But it is noticeable in every puff. Like black pepper, not too heavy. This isn't a Perique bomb. It's a very comfortable level of Perique. Beautiful note of dates. There goes the tamper. Just a really nice amount of Perique. To top it off, he literally topped it with just a smidgen, a little bit of brandy. A lot of those old school blends had a top note. Even though I would consider those aromatics, it was there. And this is even more lightly topped than those blends. It has a little bit of sweetness, but it doesn't distract you from the flavors of the tobacco. It works well for the tobacco. Gives it just a little boost. Makes it a little bit more old school and nostalgic. But it smokes so well. It stays lit so well. I don't think I've had to hit or had to relight since I hit the record button. Burns really cool. It has just a little bit of that red Virginia in there, so I wouldn't puff it as quick as I would, let's say, Prince Albert, but still so user friendly. So no tongue bite. Barbary Coast. I tried to look up where the name came from, and the best that I could get, two options. One being the northern coast of Africa, which is what I would say it is named after. But there's also a district in San Francisco named Barbary Coast, or maybe nicknamed Barbary Coast. I think that could absolutely be possible too. But if I had to take a guess, I would say this is named after the African Barbary Coast. But I find this to be a very nice blend. If anyone likes Burley, they'd really enjoy this. If you like Burley, but you find it to be a little bit too simple, maybe you're used to nuanced English blends or, you know, more nuanced Virginia blends, you should give this a try, because it's still simple, very simple all-day Burley style, but it does have a little bit more nuance to it than your typical all-day Burley would have. So I think it's simple enough and easy enough to smoke that beginners would really enjoy it. I think there's enough nuance that a seasoned pipe smoker would still find it interesting. So this is a blend I honestly think everyone that smokes a pipe should try. This is a blend for everyone. But again, it's most directed towards someone that wants a simple all-day blend. Well guys, now that I've been sitting out here, it is a little bit colder than it was earlier, or at least it feels like it. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Thank you all for stopping by and checking this out. If you've had this blend, let me know in the comments below what you thought. I'd be really curious to see everyone else's thoughts on this one. But you all take care, have a great rest of your week, and as always, keep smoking, keep puffing, keep enjoying.